Abraham took another wife, and her name was Keturah. She bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Isbak, and Shua. Jokshan fathered Sheba and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were the Ashurim, the Letushim, and the Leumim. The sons of Midian were Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldaah. All these were the children of Keturah. But Abraham gave all he had to Isaac. To the sons of the concubines that Abraham had, he gave gifts, and while he was still living, sent them away from his son Isaac eastward to the land of the east. These are the days of the years of Abraham's life which he lived, 175 years. Abraham breathed his last and died in a good old age, old and full of days, and was gathered to his people. Isaac and Ishmael, his sons, buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron son of Zohar the Hittite, which is before Mamre, the field Abraham had bought from the sons of Heth. There Abraham was buried with Sarah his wife. After the death of Abraham, God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac lived near the well Bir Lahai Roi. These are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's maidservant, bore to Abraham. These are the names of the sons of Ishmael, by their names, according to their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nebaioth, then Kedar, Adbeel, and Mibsam, Mishma, Dumah, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Yetur, Naphish, and Kedemah. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names, by their villages and their camps, 12 princes according to their tribes. These are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. He breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people. They dwelt from Havilah to Shur, which is before Egypt as you go toward Assyria, and he settled in defiance of all his brothers. These are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham fathered Isaac. Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah as his wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Aramean of Padan Aram, and sister of Laban the Aramean. Isaac pleaded with the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord granted his plea, and Rebekah conceived. The children struggled within her, and she said, "If it is so, why is this happening to me?" So she went to inquire of the Lord. The Lord said to her, "2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples from within you shall be separated. One shall be stronger than the other, and the older shall serve the younger." When her days were fulfilled, behold, twins were in her womb. The first came out red and hairy like a garment, and they called his name Esau. Afterward his brother came out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, so his name was called Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. The boys grew, and Esau became a skillful hunter, a man of the field, but Jacob was a quiet man, dwelling in tents. Isaac loved Esau because he ate of his game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field and was weary. Esau said to Jacob, "Let me eat some of that red stew, for I am weary." Therefore his name was called Edom. Jacob said to him, "Sell me your birthright today." Esau said, "Look, I am about to die. Of what use is a birthright to me?" Jacob said, "Swear to me today." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank, rose up, and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. There was a famine in the land, besides the first famine in the days of Abraham, and Isaac went to Abimelech, king of the Philistines, in Gerar. The Lord appeared to him and said, "Do not go down to Egypt.
dwell in the land that I shall tell you. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with you and bless you. For to you and your descendants I will give all these lands, and I will confirm the oath which I swore to Abraham your father. I will multiply your descendants as the stars of heaven, and give to your descendants all these lands, and in your seed all nations of the earth shall be blessed, because Abraham obeyed my voice, and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. So Isaac dwelt in Gerar. When the men of the place asked about his wife, Isaac said to them, "She is my sister," for he feared to say, "She is my wife," thinking, lest the men of the place kill me for Rebekah, because she is beautiful to behold. After he had been there a long time, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out of a window and saw Isaac caressing Rebekah his wife. Abimelech called Isaac and said, "Surely she is your wife. How then do you say, 'She is my sister'?" Isaac said to him, "Because I thought lest I die on account of her." Abimelech said to him, "What is this you have done to us? One of the people might easily have lain with your wife, and you would have brought guilt upon us." Abimelech commanded all the people, saying, "Whoever touches this man or his wife shall surely be put to death." Isaac sowed in that land, and reaped in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. The man became great, and continued to grow until he became very great. He had flocks and herds, and many servants, and the Philistines envied him. The Philistines stopped up all the wells that his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham, filling them with earth. Abimelech said to Isaac, "Go away from us, for you are much mightier than we are." Isaac departed and camped in the valley of Gerar and lived there. Isaac dug again the wells of water that had been dug in the days of Abraham, but had been stopped by the Philistines. He called them by the names his father had given them. Isaac's servants dug in the valley and found a well of flowing water. But the herdsmen of Gerar quarreled with Isaac's herdsmen, saying, "The water is ours." So he called the name of the well Esau, because they contended with him. They dug another well, and they quarreled over that also, so he called its name Sitnah. He moved from there and dug another well, and they did not quarrel over it, so he called its name Rehoboth, saying, "For now the Lord has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land." He went up to Beersheba. The Lord appeared to him the same night and said, "I am the God of Abraham your father. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will bless you and multiply your descendants for my servant Abraham's sake." Isaac built an altar there, called on the name of the Lord, pitched his tent there, and his servants dug a well. Abimelech came to him from Gerar with Ahuzat his advisor, and Phicol the commander of his army. Isaac said to him, "Why have you come to me, since you hate me and sent me away?" They said, "We have certainly seen that the Lord is with you. So we said, 'Let there be an oath between us and you, and let us make a covenant with you, that you will do us no harm, as we have not touched you, and done nothing but good, and sent you away in peace. You are now the blessed of the Lord.'" Isaac made them a feast, and they ate and drank. They rose early and swore an oath to one another. Isaac sent them away, and they departed in peace. That same day Isaac's servants came and told him about the well they had dug, saying, "We have found water." He called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba to this day. When Esau was 40 years old, he took Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Basmoth, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and they were a grief of mind for Isaac and Rebekah. When Isaac was old and his eyes were dim so that he could not see, he called Esau, his older son, and said, "My son?" And he said, "Here I am." Isaac said, "I am old. I do not know the day of my death. Now take your weapons, your quiver and your bow. Go to the field and hunt game for me." Make me savory food such as I love, and bring it to me to eat, so that my soul may bless you before I die." Rebekah heard when Isaac spoke to Esau. Esau went to the field to hunt. Rebekah spoke to Jacob, saying, "I heard your father speak to Esau, saying, 'Bring me game, and make me savory food, that I may bless you before my death.' Now, my son, obey my voice. Go to the flock, and bring me 2 good young goats, and I will make savory food from them for your father, the way he likes. You shall bring it to your father, that he may eat and bless you before his death." Jacob said to her, "Esau my brother is hairy man, and I am smooth. Perhaps my father will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse on myself, not a blessing."